44 teams entered the fray to fight for the ultimate prize. We began this search in mid-August, and now, as some might say, wake me up when September ends. We shall say, wake me up when Grand Finals begins. Hello everybody and welcome to the Mania 4K World Cup 2024 Grand Finals match between the United States, having made 5 previous Grand Finals prior, and China, with this being their very first appearance. Tristan Jacob, Nepijin, Peach Marrow, Hello Sun, and Reshiram have a shot to become the first back-to-back 4K MWC champions since Amiram, Lothus, and Silly Fango did it with Brazil in the 2020 and 2021 editions. However, China have the possibility to do the impossible and become the 4th ever team to win the Mania 4K World Cup, and the first time since the United States in 2015 to win it without ever having stood on the podium before. My name is Raviel, and joining me today are my 2 co-commentators, Mifa and Siloeska Els.
Yep, hello. It's finally that time. China has been through a lot to get here, and you do need to respect, essentially, after they've been battling it out for the top 4, the top 3, and upsetting 2 teams in quick succession. And there it is. China is on the cusp of making sure they have the one final fight against the United States here.
I mean, one of the biggest questions I have is, we've seen China perform all throughout, same with the United States. I think it's undeniable that the United States has the better accuracy for probably majority of this pool. But the thing about China, I really have a feeling their consistency is going to shine. Their performance against Thailand was extremely well in terms of the consistency. I think for some occasions Thailand had accuracy leads here and there. China just finished it super strong, and I think they can give US a run for their money, especially if China was as consistent as they were last match.
I think something that's very interesting to point out right now is that China have protected LN 2 and the United States have protected LN 1.
Yeah, seeing the protects and the bans, really, it's kind of an obvious thing to see. Although China this time has one weapon on their side, which is most likely going to be SV. But United States, on the other hand, also you I'm not sure what to call it, but it's a fair fight. It's not gonna be like a dirty fight or whatever against China in terms of SVs. But we see probably around the same bans, so essentially kind of the same thing.
I kind of find it weird that US banned an SV pick, because at least for the entire tournament, they have been performing extremely well. I mean, they were literally just second to Japan on the qualifiers, and on finals weekend, or whenever they had the opportunity to play SV, they were really strong on that. But I have a feeling they may have not had the time to practice it as much, because China's extremely good at those SV picks.
Nibelungen it is for their first pick there against the United States. Long note 2, I would say 244 jump stream, dense jump stream LNs. Something that China is very well aware that they can absolutely take a point.
Yeah, and this is China's protect as well, so they are going to try and start off strongly.
I mean, I just think it's a great choice for China, because China's extremely consistent as a team, and historical-wise, that's really what they're known for. But one of my biggest questions is putting in Nyasan Fanboy here. I would have expected Dawn-X to be playing this pick, if that makes sense, because I really think Dawn-X is more fit to play these kinds of LNs than Nyasan Fanboy, but maybe they know something that we aren't aware of.
Yeah, but that United States team is also looking very scary. Peach Marrow, Hello Sun, and of course, their ace Nepijin.
Yep, I believe that we haven't seen this either in the China vs Thailand as well. Might be a fresh perspective to see.
Yeah, this map wasn't actually protected or banned, and it just wasn't picked at all. It was just completely ignored in the Thailand-China match. So let's see this dynamic.
Alright, we should be getting it soon. The very first pick of the Grand Finals match, and it's coming and go underway here.
Yep, first map of the grand finals between United States and China is underway, with China's Protect coming up first, LN2.
Let the battle commence.
I mean, LN2 makes a lot of sense, but it's all about delivery. I can see where they're coming from, but it's all about the execution. I really think Peach Marrow is going to be what China's going to try to target, because as a third player, I feel like something has to be up, because, I don't know, Reshiram I would have thought played this instead of Peach Marrow. But I do know they've improved so much as a player. Now it's all up to China to keep that consistency up, something they've done a really good job in. But accuracy-wise, US, I think, would certainly have the advantage on.
Accuracy
so
doesn't
far
mean
it
too
looks-
much.
Yeah. Yasun Fanboy actually struggling a little bit right now, accuracy at 99.4, and the entire United States team, the lowest being a 99.7. Doing really well, and Parasol 3 is the first one to drop in this grand finals, and that will give a 5-digit lead to the United States straight away.
It's actually terrifying, because this is not gonna get any easier. In fact, I know it's a really fast BPM right now, but this start tends to be like, at least on the Nibelungen beat maps I've seen in the past, this has to be the less denser part, and then the chorus just starts to get more difficult. But what is the start for both teams? I think we've only seen like 2 misses. That's already extremely impressive, regardless of how you see it.
All 5 players are just pretty much nailing it head to head. Although none of the Chinese players are above like 99.3. Although in the United States, 99.8s for both Hellison and Nephigin, that's pretty tough to beat already.
I mean, none of the players on China's side are even close to the worst performing player in the United States. And this is China's Protect.
I mean, I really think it's a strategical blunder on China's end, because straightforward LNs, this is something US has shined in so many aspects.
There's the first break from Peach Marrow's side, but that's already like 2 misses. Well, I guess 3 misses against 1, 4 against 1 already. A significant lead towards the United States in sheer accuracy. With even Hello Summon in trade, that's the cleanest miss that you can ever get.
I'm not gonna say anything, but we all know there's one player we are watching.
There's
My
no full combos on
goodness.
China though. There's no full combos on the Chinese side. There's only 1. But again, the lead is only like 50,000 plus at this point. That's
It is
very,
over.
very convincing already.
Oh my gosh. I mean, throughout this entire tournament, we've already established Nephigin being the ace player for the United States, but come on! Grand Finals map win, we're seeing a 990k!
992.8. That's well, 8200's very clean as well.
Oh.
God, okay. Hellison 910. That's a pretty nice ratio.
It's only Parasol 3 that can sort of match United States accuracy. I mean, Peach Marrow and Parasol 3 have the same exact 200 counts. It just goes to show that LNs aren't something that China should try for it now, because if in the straightforward picks they cannot even match their accuracy, what more when it starts to get technical? And here, this is US picking their own Protect straight ahead. Makes a lot of sense. Like, now that you've seen that China's sort of going to fall off on those long note picks, this release pick should really work out for them.
Yeah, this was already played between Thailand and China. China did manage to win it, but their highest scoring player was Donex with a 979k, and Donex isn't present, I think.
I don't think it's like that much of an issue, especially when Cirque is also very physically capable to handle most of the like almost timing hellish kind of charging, but depends.
I mean, it makes sense. At the end of the day, though, China should not like focus on X player is missing, and I know that they're aware of that. Like, they gotta give their best shot regardless of who's missing. Just gotta work with what's present, and I think they can really make something happen.
Well, here's hoping there are no changes made in this entire lobby as we move from LN2 to LN1. Protect to Protect. This is Ignite. And this is a crazy map. 4 minutes.
Have a bit of some bits of desync here. We should hopefully
Alright.
get to it.
You got this, Nyasun. Come on.
Alright, there we go. I really don't know what to expect here. I know that the US protected this, but I'm still unsure about it really. If US is very misprone to a file like this, China could take something, but that very bad start from Nyasan fanboy is not going to help at all. The fact that we're already at the 40 disadvantage.
Well, that's a fair trade, but yes, some fan with Personal Fear is already down with 99s already.
I mean, so far it's actually pretty close, but Parasol 3 definitely the one lagging behind more than Peach Marrow.
Yeah, but it's really just that start. I wouldn't be surprised if Parasol 3 gains slightly as time passes on, but that core with Hello Son and Neptune is gonna be extremely difficult to beat. The thing about these kinds of files is they require so much physicality, and US as a whole undeniably just has that, but Peach Marrow...
There's already by Peach Marrow there. Must have taken back to China, but still needs more because of the accuracy isn't holding up fairly well.
Yeah, and we're only a quarter of the way through. 1 minute out of the 4 entire weeks will become China's second casualty, as United States now have that 5-digit lead that they really wanted.
5-digit lead this early on is already not looking a good sign here. Turks taking second from on their side.
Yeah, Nyasan fanboy is the only one holding the full combo or the highest combo, and that's the worst accuracy in China. The thing about these picks is they really require you to have full focus. But imagine having the full focus in a 4-minute map. That's gonna cause so much trouble. I just think the physicality aspect is gonna benefit the US so much.
Yeah, some absolutely unbelievable accuracies coming from the bottom row of the United States team. China's still trying their best to keep up, but this is gonna be an uphill challenge.
Still quite a bit of ways to go, but 20,000 points of lead is just because of more of the 2 MCs and then against 1, and then the accuracy by itself is already higher than everyone on the Chinese side.
Just really impressive to see how we've gone through so many release maps, and the fact that it's this fast and this abrasive in grand finals. Again, everyone's still holding their combos with all those mini jacks and those anchors. Really impressive to see that, but I just don't see the US giving an opportunity to China here right now. The fact that this lead is increasing despite no misses is really impressive.
Yeah, not only that, Nyasun also dropped their FC, so there's no FCs in China's side. Tyrix also dropped again, and now that leads at 30,000 points. This is looking
full steam ahead.
Bleak. Yes. I mean, Nepijin, what? What is going on?
Hey, in fairness, 99.7 is already very difficult to reach, and let alone 99.8.
This is just ridiculous. I mean, come on. We've hit the hardest map pool of the entire tournament and we're still seeing 99.8. Peach Marrow trades with Nyasun. That's not going to matter as we see Nepijin finally fall. Only one FC floppy.
Yeah, letting go of that one LN in particular. That feels fair enough. We have seen quite a bit so far.
Wait, Hello-san already missed? But on a more serious note, so many of these jacks are just mixed with those technical patterns, so I cannot blame anyone for finding their mistakes. We did see Turks finally finding that, but man, the consistency for most of these players just really holding on. It should really be commendable, but unfortunately, I just think this lead is way too much, even with that miss from Peach Marrow.
Oh, no, that's the last full combo gone already. That's already reaching the end of the map there. But can I just say that Parasol 3 is giving a fair fight there already? With just almost MC.
5
200s.
5 200s and 3-digit 300s.
Yeah,
and well,
what? I'm gonna say this, this team score from China would literally beat every other team. It's undeniable how good that is, but there's just so much you can do.
Oh. Oh, we're immediately going for another outlet. China just gonna try.
They're going for chaotic jank for
Oh
something
my
like
gosh.
this. This is very janky as an LN chart.
Okay. I mean, still no Donnex, so I believe this entire lobby is still going to stay as is.
Doesn't seem like a good news for China either, since Turk's thing is running out of steam here.
That's very
I mean-
concerning.
Oh, we do see a change. Tristan Jacobs in?
Yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. If I'm not mistaken, this is a very technical map, right? Tristan Jacob is extremely good at holding their consistency on technical files. And when it comes to that, especially with how late game oriented this pool is, obviously, I mean, Tristan Jacob's the right choice to make.
We haven't seen a fair share of Tristan Jacobs' LNs so far the entire tournament. I know he's capable of doing more of the later game stuff in terms of LNs, but this one is on a different level.
Well, let's see the third straight LN map of this grand finals match. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I love LN, so all the more for it.
That's a fair share of bias right there, but you get the idea.
Very biased.
Everything in the intro is irrelevant until you get to the more of the chaotic stuff. There you go.
Yep, here we go. I mean, these mini jacks with the LNs are just.
Is that an
I
actual
have no idea. I have no idea what's happening
Okay,
here.
let's,
Turks
let's
actually,
wait a bit.
Turks didn't find a real misses there. Nepogen did seem to have missed.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, actually, okay, Tyvix did miss, but Tyvix didn't miss twice.
All right, so
So
that's
Tyvix
why the
missed
lead.
once, Neptune missed once.
So that's why the lead didn't grow that much. Okay, I don't think that's a real. Okay, that's a real miss. I don't think the first one was.
Ooh.
Sometimes the client can just show those misses that didn't happen, but unfortunately, one from Turks was a real miss. So those mini jacks are
Ooh.
brutal for anyone.
Yeah, but Tristan
Oh,
Jacobs.
the lead's cutting
Neptune-
down. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness! Wait,
Tristan
Neptune
hitting lane.
Neptune struggling and oh my
my
goodness!
God.
The entire United States is gone. Tyvix dropped as well. It's only Peliso Tree and Nyasun Penboy.
Oh my God.
And FCS Neptune falls again. China.
Nepogen
What is going on?
Nepogen and Helsa losing
Oh.
their marbles here.
Oh wow!
Oh, I think
This-
China have found the weakness. Finally, United States can fall, perhaps.
There's still that second half of this though. You cannot rest until it ends.
Not to mention this break section. This is the absolute worst time. If China has their leaderboards on, they can see that they have the lead against the United States. I think this sort of like angry trilly patterns could benefit them, but never mind.
Two misses
Ooh.
coming out already from United States here. There's still quite a decent lead to go until the second half right here, so you cannot relax in the next chaotic section coming up here.
This is
Yeah.
going to be terrifying.
Look at the break right here, only 23,000.
Oh boy!
私も宇宙人なんだ
Wow. Neptune still has the highest accuracy despite all the misses they've gotten. China have a 23,000 point advantage. There's still a quarter of the map left. They have to hold.
China cannot drop the ball here. Once we get to this chaotic section, it never ends.
It does
Oh,
not
yeah.
end indeed. I think these patterns, like, Nepogen tends to miss on this and Hello Son as well. But
Tristan
Tristan,
Jacob.
and there
Oh
you
my
go, that's
goodness.
what I'm talking about. Look at
They're
China's
losing their
consistency.
marbles here. 30,000 point lead, that's quite established, I might add.
Nyasun finally drops though. There's only one FC in the lobby.
Can Parasol
Parasol
hold on to
Tree
the
did-
double,
Oh my
please?
God.
NESC, I
Oh
think.
my
What?
Oh
Let's
my gosh.
go!
Parasultry.
China's on the board now. 1-2, but it's still
Whoa,
1
whoa,
point
whoa,
deficit.
whoa,
Oh, four!
Okay, okay.
Four.
What is going on? Hold up.
Six.
Someone,
200.
someone
Let us
check
say
him
the thing.
PC. Someone check him PC. This is not normally. What is that?
And you can already
Wow.
see all long note picks are gone now. There's
Oh my
going with the
goodness.
LNs.
This is the grand final I am proud of. All of the LM maps being exhausted in the first 4 picks.
That's insane.
I have no idea what just happened. Like, that was just 3 minutes of chaos.
Well, that's an extreme jank pick, and the United States did lose their marbles a fair bit.
Alright, let's take a second, or a couple of seconds to breathe here.
Oh man, honestly, I'm just happy. I'm just happy to see that China was able to show that they can take a point off the United States. It's gotta be something they're proud of. But honestly speaking, after seeing that, I think China can make some wonderful things happen on this pick. But I think that just also gives them a path to go maybe on the hybrid selections or anything that involves like shields, because that seems to be something that US may tend to choke on.
Yeah, we do see one stop from the United States Peach Marrow now coming back in for Tristan Jacob. And also, like you mentioned, with China winning that point, they didn't just win that point by like a very small margin. They actually completely crushed the United States.
Yeah, they completely swing like from like the first third of it, and then the league just swings over immediately.
I just don't know if the volatility can be applied here, because I think this is less like mini jacket compared to that. So I wouldn't be surprised if this favors the US more, but anything can still happen.
I think we've kind of established that that the United States team are playing for accuracy and the Chinese team are playing for combo. So we'll have to see if this game that China is going to play here will actually pay off.
Combo does matters a lot here, so essentially you don't really need to focus too much on accuracy, otherwise there's a first miss on the different trick side actually. He also passed the second one, I believe like the first one I should say.
No, that's the first
one.
No,
that was Client, yeah.
Oh, okay,
this is real.
This is the real
Oh
one.
dear. Yeah, so this map was actually played between Thailand and China, and this was Thailand's only point against China, so going to be very, very tricky for China to try and even steal a point from the United States here. But I mean, we need to start seeing some misses from the United States side.
Not much of the shield pattern gets in the way. It's just straightforward enough to make sure that you can play this almost like an L intensity pick.
Oh, and the first miss comes from the highest accuracy of the United States team, being Nepijin. And so that lead will shrink just a little bit. It was a very clean miss.
Okay, but Helloson does continue.
Oh.
It's now just
Okay.
Peach Marrow and Parasol 3. The problem is, like, the accuracies are just so far ahead on the
Yeah.
United States side, and these patterns just benefit them much more.
Yeah, and Tyrex falls again, and now this lead is just going to be reset back to its original position, as Nyasun Fanboy will contribute to that as well.
I'm sensing a pattern here with the full combos being on Parasol Tree for almost every single LM picks.
I mean, that's really impressive if you think about it. But again, I just don't think there's really any more opportunity. But a 30,000 point lead can be cut down if US consecutively misses, which honestly speaking, it's a very rare occurrence, because if they're really good at holding that accuracy, chances are they're also super consistent at those, and that's what they're showing right now.
Yeah, and this lead has grown from a 23,000 point advantage to a 35,000, and it's going to continue to grow as Nyasun Fanboy finally finds the drop and Pyrex as well, and I feel like that might seal the deal unless United States get a flurry of misses. Okay,
that's last FC from United States.
Oh
my god!
Whoa.
Okay, that's a decent
I did
column
say-
lock there.
I did
That's
see the
decent
United
column
States
up
need a
there.
flurry, but oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a very nasty column lock, but Nyasun Fanboy does find a miss again, and you can see the lead is 44,000. It actually grew from the 35,000 I mentioned. And Pyrex will contribute to that as well.
I mean, thankfully the column lock B1 is not here, so that's kind of that's the last full combo gone there from China. Parasol did take a miss there.
what is this full comp?
Oh,
What is
and-
this from Neptune? That's with one miss as well, right?
I think so. We'll see.
991, even
that-
with a
that-
miss.
Yeah, that's one miss. That's one miss.
Wow.
5 200s.
5
Okay.
again. 5 again.
That wasn't even a miss. That wasn't even a miss. It was 50s. Someone stop this man. Come on.
A fair fight is
goodness.
on the ratio. Well, and I guess the 200 count, I should say, is just completely obliterates everyone.
Oh, there we go. Hybrid 3. I believe Silveska mentioned hybrids.
Yeah, that's the best pick that. I mean, debatably, I would say Voxel Adventure is also a decent one to go for. Extraction is okay.
I think Boxel is a better choice because if you think about it, Boxel has those like mini-jacks shields and all that. And if they're gonna go for Hybrid 3, which I believe is more risky, at this point their stamina is just gonna continue to decrease. And like when that happens, your focus also decreases, which you'll need more for Boxel Adventure, which is why I think they should have chosen that instead of this.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. China did play this against Thailand. Parasol 3 actually came up on top with the FC. 981k from them. So let's see if they can pull out the tricks against the United States when it really matters.
I mean, another problem that I have with this pick, I feel like US is just better when it comes to like longer maps. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe the 1 point that they won was pretty long as well. I think it was like 3 minutes as well. Okay, yeah, it's 3 minutes and 15 seconds, so around the length of this. So they can win a long pick. It's just that the stamina for US, I would argue, it's just much higher. So like even if China was a bit more consistent, it doesn't really matter in my opinion.
And the other problem is that United States have some incredible accuracies.
Yeah,
So-
the accuracy does entirely makes up for the miss that they would have in this scenario.
Yeah, I mean, China are going to be fighting an uphill battle no matter what. But they've already shown they can win. So let's see.
Staring dead in the eye for misses, essentially for the United States. Because otherwise the accuracy doesn't really too focus too much here for the Chinese side.
Yeah, and already accuracy is quite low on the Chinese side as we find the first miss. And it's on Parasol 3 as well. The one that FC for China against Thailand becomes the first casualty as Tyrix follows and 5-digit lead to the United States already.
Bottom for the United States is disgusting. How do you even get everything with the 99.8?
This is why I didn't like this pick. Like I understand that hybrid was like the path that China could take, but at this point, US's stamina is still incredibly high, and China's already starting to fall off. So you gotta try to choose something that you can maybe focus on better. This one is certainly not the one.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if the miss came from Klein for Nelson, but I think the miss afterwards was an actual miss. So that is the entire China team gone, and the entire United States team still holding on to FCs all the way.
First, third already. It's like already 34,000 points of lead. I'm not even sure what lies ahead for into the score gap here.
This might be brutal, honestly. I mean, once again, these accuracies from the United States absolutely crushing China.
Still gonna remind you that there still are 3 FCs across the United States here. That's just that's not fair.
I don't know. I think they're gonna miss at some point, right around here.
Silveska?
Oh. No,
Silveska?
I'm joking.
Nah,
Don't
that's
worry,
not
I'm
gonna
joking.
work here.
You cannot manifest it that way. You need to manifest it casually.
On a more serious note, what makes this chart difficult? You notice how there's like those longer notes, and then you gotta hope that you can like read those transitions on the other fingers, which is what the US is extremely good at doing right now. But man,
Well, there's the first
Not
one.
the first one.
Well, even if you missed this far into like the last third of it, it's just wow. There's a couple of misses coming out with Nemesis and Tristan and Parasol Tree as well.
Only Hello Sun remains standing. I mean,
I cannot even begin to process what happens here in the pattern here. It's just so chaotic.
yeah. Yasun Fanboy picks up another job, as is Tyrix. I mean, this is just that one meme of stop it, he's already dead. As more misses come from the entire lobby, but Hello Sun.
What is Hello Son doing? Like, despite all the technicalities that are present, just could not. I think that's it. I think that's the full combo.
I mean, it's not over till it's over.
Well, the
I have seen some very
releases.
silly mistakes.
Silly mistakes on the releases.
It's not
But
my
if Hello
fault
Son-
if Hello Son misses, okay? It's not my fault.
Well, that's a 991, I would say.
It's a 991.
Even with that
991.5. There we go, 6.
0.6.
78,000 points of lead. That's
Wow.
a
3!
3.
What?
Dude!
Can you not?
Nepigen as well with the 3, 200, 3, 100, 350, and 2 miss. Like, what are these judgments?
I mean, Nepigen doesn't really want to have 0 everything, so they would have a fair 300, fair 3, 3, 3, 3, whatever.
This is not okay. This is just not okay. And we're going to galvanize a hybrid 1. United States are saying, well, if you're gonna try to play our game, we're gonna play it as well. Oh boy.
I see a pattern here. You notice how every time China picks a certain kill set, US tries to answer with something in the same realm. China picks LN, US picks LN, China picks hybrid, US picks hybrid. So I won't be surprised that if China, let's say, tries to pick Rice at some point, US is gonna do the exact same thing and just pick another Rice.
Yep, also shoutouts, O's Original by Ash Round, amazing track.
It's very fitting for Grand Finals on mine, especially with how everything comes unfold. For like the patterns by itself is already, I mean, well, Grand Finals level, that is.
Well, if the United States want to build their accuracy castle, they better hope they have some galvanized square steel ready.
Alright, let's see if they do have it prepared. But something's different here. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I believe this is one of the shorter maps that we've seen this entire match so far. So if there's an opportunity for China to rely on consistency alone, I think this is the map.
Yeah, crazily enough, this is so far the shortest map that has been picked.
It's, I guess, almost in rivaling against not Niblingen, but I guess that's the shortest one, yeah.
And I believe this
time,
wasn't played against Thailand.
This time, I don't know what is something against Turks here, but United States picking this with a statement that, well, they don't hold back. Get it? Because galvanizes don't hold back or whatever.
I know some people in the chat will get the joke, I think. Okay,
Wait,
I think we're just
what
waiting for Nyasun Fanboy. It does seem like Nyasun Fanboy has been getting some wonky internet issues, but hopefully we'll just have them solo their way back up and we are up to speed.
Yeah, it's just going to be crazy. And, oh, everyone hitting it very well. Thing about this hybrid, I mean, there's a lot of technical aspects. I can see why US would choose it. Like, I think they're just trying to push it all the way with their accuracy alone, and that's definitely the good strategy here.
The first casualty comes from Parasol Tree here.
Well, so far so good for the United States, all still holding extremely amazing accuracies, as if we don't really have to say that much.
Well, we don't have to mention every now and again that these bottom rows are just insane.
Oh, and I don't know. I can casualty for China.
It's just crazy that, like, you know what I find crazy? Like, the fact that, like, 2 misses can already cause a 20,000 point lead. That's just how dominant the United States has been this entire tournament. You just cannot make any single mistake whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do against a gauntlet of a United States team like this? Like, my goodness. As China fights
yeah,
through
wow.
this siege. Oh my gosh.
Even surviving the onslaught of these patterns are just commendable enough, but what do you even do in this situation like this?
Yeah, another miss from China. This almost seals the deal. I feel as Peach Mel finds the first miss, and Hello Sun to boot. Nepijin, your only survivor.
Is this finally the time that Neptune is shining with the full combo on their side? Because I haven't seen the full combo either.
Oh, I think this is it. But man, this difference, there's so many core jacks, broken jump streams and anchors, and that's just not enough.
994.8?
Oh my gosh.
I think 0.7.
What?
There we go, 0.7.
It was almost
Just out.
995. That was almost 995.
Whoa! No! You did
Mint?
not just do that!
Mint, these maps are too easy. As you can tell, we have a 1-200 in grand finals. Mint.
Can you just put it like 1.3 rate or something? Because this is clearly unacceptable.
And we just make Nepijin play on like fade in.
Oh my god, so true.
no.
Can I just say though, like, looking at China's ratios, like, they actually put a great fight. The fact that they were around the 700 gold, 300 count, that is not as far off as the previous maps were. Great performance, great fight from China, just not enough, unfortunately, against the United States.
Question is, are they gonna go with SVPs or not?
I mean, do China really have many options left? There's only one hybrid remaining and everything else is Rice and the SP, and they are going to go for Rice.
Okay, that's
Man
Mar
Nectarus.
Nectarus it is. Huh. Shoutouts to my main man, Dark Zetar, for this, I guess, custom made for, I guess, Grand Finals pick.
Yeah, I mean, it's about time China picks a Rice map. Like, everything from the hybrids and long notes for the most part, with the exception of LN... Was it LN3 that they want to pick in? Was it LN3 or was it LN3?
Yeah, it was LN3, yep.
Okay, with the exception of LN3, it just hasn't really been working out. So now, it's about time they try something Rice-oriented. And I don't know really what's gonna happen here, but US's strongest skill set historically has always been on the Rice department. So this is a very interesting path they're leading themselves into.
I mean, this is the roll of the dice, right? This could potentially be China's final pick of the entire tournament, just looking at the points.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's really whatever that hasn't been picked, and I'm it's fair enough that they really don't want to go with SVs, especially when your opponent is United States. That's saying something.
Well, here we go. A roll of the dice for China, dipping their toes into the Rice category to try and find their second point, or potentially give United States not just match point, but tournament point as well.
I also mentioned that this is also now the longest pick now for this entire match.
Oh yes, 4 minutes and 24 seconds, strap yourselves in everyone.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very consistency heavy pick. It's about time China tries on this. I think they're just trying to bank on the fact that a lot of technical patterns can make the United States miss, but like, the accuracy is what I'm just concerned about. China's accuracy has really been behind for most of this. Then again though, we haven't seen how the Rice picks turned out until now.
Trills, okay. Oh, well,
Oh,
that's
no.
the first casualty. First casualty goes to Nelson Fanboy in after the transition.
This might set the precedence, I hope not, but we shall see as this map continues, but United States will take full advantage of that miss from Nyasun.
Second miss goes to Parasol. Yep, second miss goes to Parasol tree. Pattern begins right here.
Oh, and Nepijin is the first miss of the United States.
Also the highest accuracy to miss. That's been like the third or fourth occurrence this far into this match.
Yeah, like Neptune misses a lot, but their accuracy is bar none. Nyasun fanboy finds a flurry of misses, dips their accuracy under 99. Oh, Neptune finds a miss as well as Pelsel Tree.
Very impressive. Again, this is a very technical file. I won't be surprised to see a lot of those misses. It's natural. Like, having to read so many technicalities and all that is definitely going to hurt your scores a lot. But if you can hold on to it...
Oh
wait,
my god!
What is that
Tristan!
miss?
Wow.
Soon? Oh, come on! That shouldn't be a place to miss, but they do.
Well, I guess there's only FC custom Hello Sun apparently.
Yeah, and I don't know! That accuracy is incredible from China!
Yeah, battling it out against like the onslaught of every single United States player, the only player that comes to rival with accuracy is just Neptune.
More misses with
Ah,
no.
there goes the full combo there, but I don't know. But now it's just only one FC across the entire lobby right now.
This might be telling as we enter the second half of this map. 40,000 points off a lead to the United States as two
Whoa.
players from that ending pattern there.
That's definitely going to be devastating. And it was on an Ellen of all things, funnily enough. And now this is where things start to really spike in difficulty with those rolls, those anchors, and jumps as well in the middle of
Oh
it.
my
It's
god,
really going to hurt
4
the act.
misses right onto that one transition.
How is Hello Sun still holding?
No, don't jinx it yet. Like these
I'm
kinds
not
of
saying.
pattern.
Again,
These
you
kinds
gotta
of pattern.
manifest it casually. You gotta manifest it casually sometimes.
I mean,
This is just
again,
unbelievable.
wow. I mean, again, after against all odds, Neptune has like 907 in range
Yeah.
of everything.
The mere
They
fact
have
that
they have 1% over Nyasun.
like that's just crazy. Like the fact that we're seeing 98s all across the board is it's just insanity to me. The fact that this kind of performance is extremely good and we're just seeing one step ahead, one or maybe even 2 levels ahead of everyone else here.
Oh, there goes.
In the job. There you go. See
There
Silhouette
goes the full
Skyfalls, you gotta
combo.
manifest it casually.
So true, so true.
I
But
mean,
now,
oh, this leaves a landslide. China has been trying to break the United States wall, and that wall has not come down.
indeed, it's
I mean, at
just
this point, the
crazy.
lead is just gonna strengthen a lot more, even with like trades. Even with trades, the other players are just manhandling this so well.
Yep, and that's the end of the map. There's basically nothing left, and that also means match point, tournament point to the United States. One more point needed for them to make it back to back for the first time in 4K World Cup history.
The first time as well, that this time, I don't know what, it takes the MVP in this entire map by a
Yeah.
sliver.
Is that 8 200s from Neptune? Wait,
That
like
is 8
actually,
200s.
I just realized something. Has Neptune even gotten a double-digit grade this entire match?
Oh! They're going with
my
the
goodness.
final
Oh,
pick,
oh.
being Glacier Fall.
Okay, now my biggest worry is, has China practiced this?
Well, China's played this against Thailand, so and
Oh, but okay. Nyasun didn't have that much of a fight against the Thai players though. But Tyrix had a really good score, 983k.
I'm expecting Turks and Ganyu Angel to be coming back for SV picks as you would normally see, but again, United States has Reshiram on their side, which
Yeah.
a maestro of an SV player.
Yeah, Reshiram is just unbelievably good at SVs, and they are here in the lobby with Peachmel and Tristan Jacob. And China, another issue is they do not have Donex. So that's one player that should be playing SVs for China out of the picture. They will still keep Nelson Fanboy, it seems, and they will have... Okay, I think they're also going to keep Pelsol Tree for this.
Okay, it's... Oh wait, no Ganyu Angel?
No, Ganyu Angel didn't play this. It was Tyric, Donex, and Nelson Fanboy that played this against Thailand.
How befitting it would be that when you close a match is with a map that has the lowest star rating of every single pool.
Imagine winning the entire World Cup with a 2.31 SR.
Every single Mania player in the entire universe can play a two-star map, but it's a trap. Unwittingly.
It's definitely a trap. Well, I wouldn't say final shot for China, but definitely one of the few final shots for China to try and make a comeback here. It is 6-1. A single point is needed for the United States.
I'm more interested to see how, for the United States perspective, on how they would play against China for SBs.
I mean, better yet, I just wonder if the US still scales extremely well on an SV map like this. I think they would actually. But again, my concern is just can they keep up with this? I would say they would, but they banned the other SV, so that's kind of concerning.
No 100% allowed, Reshiram. Come on, you cannot do
Reshiram,
that. Okay, there you go. Nice.
There we go. You manifested it. But there's also the strategy of banning one SV and practicing the other. I think that might be it. I have a really bad feeling that this might be it.
Yeah, that's a death sentence already, and kind of a yikes to say. But this is a point for the United States already.
Yeah, Parasol 3 already under 80%. I think this World Cup might be signed, sealed, and delivered. But let's see United States team score regardless, because I mean Reshiram, like we've mentioned, since we of the United States.
From 99.7 to 96, just from that one singular drop.
Oh my goodness. What is the score from Reshiram? I mean, again, 2 full combos. Okay, sorry, 1 full combo.
There's only one FC left now. Right as you say that.
I think.
Oh my goodness. This is giving me like Electro on was it Shakunetsu train running?
Shakunetsu, yes.
Yeah, that is that. There you go.
This is giving me that vibes because oh my goodness, 99.93.
Hey, I mean, is this the swan song that he can get like a 997 material on an SV?
Oh my what? 2K will be proud. 2K will be really proud.
Okay, to be more specific to US, Halogen, Lemon Guy, Taupe Daddy.
Oh yes.
would be very proud of this.
They will all be very proud as well, yeah.
And Tom as well. I mean, so many players from the US are so
narrowly,
good at
no, that's not that's the 200 right there. That's not gonna be a V1 says today. But again, at this point in time, United States is defending their title for Osmania 4K World Cup for the 2nd year in a row.
Congratulations, United States! Back-to-back Osmania 4K World Cup champions for the first time in history. One single 200, and what is that ratio?
58 to 300s right there. That's a score that is almost impossible to beat unless you're a Kruke or whatnot. But again, that's a performance and a half.
You know what? China did put up a pretty good fight. I mean, that LN3 definitely going to be one of the most unforgettable maps this entire tournament, but it
LN4, you say LN4, you say, not LN3, because Digital Ketchup was like LN4.
Oh, LN4, yeah. But yeah, that is it. United States, their 3rd ever 4K World Cup, 2015, 2023, and 2024. Tristan Jacob, Nepujin, Beta, Carotene, Peach Merrill, Hello Sun, and Reshiram. 5 of them returning from last year, Beta Carotene, the newcomer, sealing their name in history.
Sealing the name with a very cool Osmini 4K champion and also a badge to boot as well. But we're not done yet because, as per tradition, I believe they're also going to be showcasing a Grand Finals tiebreaker, which is also happens to be also as original as well. You know,
yeah,
the very cool song to boot.
Yeah, definitely very cool. Congratulations to this United States team once again. And honestly, like what Rayvale said and Mifa as well, if there was anything, China did put up a great fight. I mean, like, at the end of the day, a lot of those scores were like, what can you do? And China did absolutely amazing with what they had. You can't really fault them for that.
I'm just looking at the statistics here real quick. Is that a? I believe that United States might have finally lost a point, like the very first point on this entire tournament, because I haven't seen United States.
They lost one against
winning.
Thailand.
They lost one. So there's essentially only two
Only
picks
two
that are
teams.
lost. Two teams. There's also two picks, which I believe that was placed in this world, and then digital catch-up. Which,
yeah.
well, not a complete dominance, but essentially negating a complete 100% win to loss ratio. But you know,
Yeah, here we go. Fractal Vortex, Kanemiko, Q, Katsuki, and Aoi.
Honestly, this song is it's a really good song and it's very underrated. This is not a 7.57 star.
I think there were a lot of people that went like, how is this 7.57 after the tiebreaker showcase ended? But I believe these will be the 6 players playing: Tristan, Peach, Nepijin, Nyasun, Parasol, and Tyrix.
well, I believe that in the entire lobby, probably almost every single player on their teams are probably playing in the lobby. It's just not showing, probably.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, it might be all of the players.
Well,
that can be present.
I guess 4, because I don't think Donex is like playing either in the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
because
Donex wasn't available.
Unavailable, but yeah, regardless, almost every single player on both of these teams are playing for the tiebreaker, just for the fun sakes of it.
Okay, so while I'm looking at the MP link, I believe the players not shown on screen that are playing this tiebreaker are Hello Sun, I Don't Know, and Beta Carotene. I don't think Reshiram's playing.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, United States have a solid 6 player for, I guess, tackling the tiebreaker. So at this point, it's just expecting all S's.
Also, Nepijin with just a little bit of a timeout from them.
Oh,
Are they
okay.
gonna use-
Timeout after the match starts. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
After the
Yeah,
match.
they're gonna use their timeout on the grand finals tiebreaker showcase. So true.
First ever timeout used by the United States. Actually, I
First
don't think
ever-
so. I think they actually used one before.
Yeah, well, first ever timeout after the match.
Yeah. I mean, you also have to like state, you know, this Team China, they seeded 8th. I don't think many people expected them to go this far, especially after they lost to Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they lost to
Yeah.
Malaysia in the round of 16, and everyone thought like, okay, that was a seeding upset. Like China won't go that far then, and here they are.
Well, China's taking like 2 upsets in a row. Like, I mean, at this point, it's just looking even more impressive with seed 8 tackling seed 2 and 3, which is apparently is much better than like seeds 4 and below.
You can't beat a seed 9, but you can beat a seed 2.
That's saying something when you have a team that is built on consistency late game and is
Yeah.
able to tackle South Korea and Thailand. That's a thing.
Oh, are we not gonna see Nep? Oh, we're not gonna see Nep. That is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, but I also want to have this once in a lifetime opportunity that I probably wouldn't ever get to mention, but a massive shout out to I guess our for like from Raven from me as well, that massive shout outs to our longtime friend Polytedral for, I guess, a little bit of showing up in the
Hey.
background, you know.
That's
Our
Polly
very
in the background.
very very long time friend ever since like what 2013, 2014 or something. That's quite a bit to go. We
Oh
have quite a bit of
boy.
ways to go, and sealing up with a showing for her in this
Has it
tiebreaker.
really? Has it really been a full decade?
Well, I
Oh
guess
my gosh.
you can kind of say that from our times in the that wiki that I wouldn't ever name it, but essentially that is.
The past is in the past, but the present's in the present. Oh man, this intro gives me chills. I mean, the fact that they were able to reuse the transition BGM, I believe, to showcase the original songs and make it into a tiebreaker is so beautiful.
Indeed, like, speaking of beautiful, honestly, this MWC has been like, I just
Yeah.
want to say, I don't know about YouTube, but like the skill level we've seen in this entire tournament was just twice as better compared to like every other year. I think you guys can agree with that.
I mean, we've seen some extremely incredible scores that definitely made me almost lose my voice a couple of times. I'll be honest.
I almost lost my voice against China against South Korea. What can you tell?
Oh, that match was historic. That was history being made.
Indeed, like, I mean, again, still incredibly good accuracies from everyone. Oh, wait a minute.
I mean,
Alright,
is that still one FC from Parasol?
I think it's a full call.
Is it a hidden MCs because we can't see the MP lane because of the
True.
the other lobby, because I can just call it like 4 FCs even though there's only one here.
Just still a great effort from everyone. Just more of these elements, more of these mini jacks and everything like that. Also, the lead it's actually pretty close if you think about it. And okay, never mind. I was about to say, it was about the string.
There you go. There's no FC on the Parasol tree side there.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate miss, but that's about it. Everyone in this tournament really, like, I think everyone just won up their performance from like all the previous years, and that's something everyone should be proud of. And
Yeah, also shoutouts to the also originals in this entire tournament.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We had 10
Yeah.
of them.
This year's I've been cranking a lot of like I guess old and newer artists especially, but well, with this 10 tracks being shown on this year, it has been like all of them are bangers. Let's just be real here, except maybe I'm kind of biased, but Rana 32 doesn't count, but I guess kind of that's the point.
I mean, isn't it this the first one we've seen like SV custom songs? At least I think so. I might be wrong. But like those were some really good songs, and I'm really happy to see those kind of technical elements show up. Really, like, the amount of custom songs and every skill set. It just makes me happy to hear those kinds of things. And honestly speaking, seeing these players pop off is also really impressive.
Speaking of OSA originals, I don't think like the Rana 32 OSA original people are aware of the artist, but let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, shoutouts to the songs A Fight in Tunisia, Les Cadences Magics, Tree of Misery, we got Hubris, we got Void of Altair, The Other Night I Love. Shoutouts to my favorite original of the entire tournament. I believe we also have Acacia, that was the last round. And of course, this one is Governizer and Fractal Vortex. And of course, one song that I shall not mention.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, at this point, people are just kind of guessing, but let's just keep them guessing at this point on who's gonna that be. I know the name is right there, but whoever is in the behind the scenes, we just don't want to talk about.
And here we go, that's the motif again.
Hey, there you go. There's the jingle that everyone thought of, and there's the miss right there. the Peach Marrow missing the jingle. Come on now, that's not real.
Are they just quadding? Oh yeah, it's kind of like quadding. No, it is quadding.
It is quadding. I mean, honestly, I would feel that this entire tournament has been a success. Like, you could argue and say, like, the United States having this dominant run might kind of impact the enjoyability, I'll say, a little bit, but I mean, we still had some incredible matches, you know, like, we talk about Hong Kong, Indonesia, 5-4, we talk about United Kingdom, 5-6 against Singapore, like, those were some unbelievable matches. Of course, United Kingdom 5-6 against Hong Kong, don't forget.
Yeah, also like Hong Kong also did go to a tiebreaker against Indonesia a little while from like 9-32, you know, Flying Castle, which was the one. That's the one that you also need to watch on the VOD as well. I might also add.
Yeah, if any of y'all do have the time to watch those matches back, y'all should really do that.
Yeah, the VOD gets saved no matter what. And now we're up to a speed up section. We're still seeing like 399s. I mean, look, holding even an S rank on this is already really impressive. Everyone here is performing way above that.
Yeah, I'm quite interested to see some of these scores right here. And I mean, I wanted to say Hello Sun was holding a really good accuracy and then they missed.
I mean, it's still the highest among, well, arguably the highest. We haven't seen the other players that are not in the lobby like now. But MP Link
I will
still
open
stands.
I will open up the MP link to see. Oh, I mean, we can do that too. Oh wait, Beta Carotene did leave, so I think it's just gonna be those 3 United States players playing. There's no one else.
Okay.
Apart from, I don't know. So I don't know is the only one that's not seen here that's playing.
Everyone really struggled on like the ending section,
Yeah.
especially the kind of speed up is just brutal enough.
I mean, this ending, I mean, it's a speed up section. I wouldn't be surprised to see players miss. But I think this is a triple 99 on the US side. It is! Wow.
Very, very impressive scores from everyone involved. And I think that's Parasol Tree with a single digit miscount. And actually getting the highest score of the lobby.
Yeah, like what can I say? That's combo gaming for you, especially for, well, Parasol Tree has been like the sole player that has been able to keep up full combos up until finals level, and
Yeah.
even the lower miscount, like a single digit miscount, is still something very well worth noting.
Yeah, Parasol Tree getting the best score for everyone. Very impressive work. Honestly, just very good scores from everyone, and I'm really happy to like see everyone here and share this stage with you guys. Really impressive work from everyone, and congratulations to everyone for a great performance in general.
Yeah, congratulations for both of these teams, and also the very well deserved congratulations to Thailand as well. For the
Yes.
first time as well, for picking up a podium spot as well. So we're not gonna be seeing the same 3 teams or whatever in the 4K World Cup on every previous years, but we have 2 new teams coming up on the history books right here.
Definitely some history. Very happy to see new teams in the top 3 every year. It makes me so happy to see 2 of them, China and Thailand. Very huge props to them. Like, they've been working so many years. They've had a steady rise. I mean, China had that 2018 run where they got 4th place. I'm just so happy they finally broke through that. And as for Thailand, it's been a community that's been steadily on the rise since 2019, especially on the 4K side, and wow, they finally broke through. Makes me so happy for these communities. And of course, let's not forget the United States for an absolutely dominating performance this entire tournament. I think they've only lost like 2 points in total, which is, it's absurd how good they really gotten.
Yeah, and with that being said, we're gonna shout out a couple of people. The managers of the World Cup, Azer Chile Pair, Leo FLT, Mangomize, and Sakura for making this possible. The map pool selectors of Min, Alexia, Gooden, Mysterion, and Paturage. All of the map pool playtesters, all of the mappers, the commentators, alongside Mifa and SKLs and myself. The referees, the the statisticians, and the design coordinators for making all this happen. And with that being said, I think that's a wrap for the Mania 4K World Cup 2024. But we do have another World Cup coming very, very soon.
Yeah, as well. That's gonna be a World Cup as well. That is probably gonna happen on the next 3 weeks as well. But also a brief shout out as well. And I don't think that has ever been mentioned yet. But this is a unthankful task for, well, I guess for most of the commentators and also referees, streamers as well. I also really want to brief massive shoutouts and thank you to also the Twitch moderators helping us out for most of the moderating in the chat to make sure they are still kept in place for the entirety of this tournament as well.
Definitely, and do we have anything else you want to add, Mifa and Siluesco?
I think I'm ready, good to go. I mean, I've said everything I've had to say. Once again, congratulations to these 3 teams. And I hope that these, like everyone, I hope that everyone continues the spirit of this tournament, continue to grind, continue to work hard, and eventually, I know that your dreams will eventually be reached, no matter what obstacles are in your way. That's all for me. I guess you could add on to that, Mifa, if you want.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially for this entire tournament, 2024 has been, well, to be honest with you, like this is more special than every single year that has been progressed so far this entire tournament. So it's been a while, right, to get here. I'm very thankful for all individuals involved here.
Yeah, and with that being said, we will close out the stream, but come back in 3 weeks for the qualifier stage of the OS World Cup 2024, the final World Cup of the year. We'll see you all then.
Yeah, this has been Mifa, Siliska Els, and Ravale. We'll be signing off. See you next year.